Hey, welcome guys. This is a Batman Arkham City review. I've had about just a couple days to play this game actually, and I'm going to give you my impressions of the game and what I like about it and what are some of the main features. So obviously the combat is something that made the previous game Arkham Asylum so successful with their whole free flow combat mode thing, and in the new one there's a variety of new kind of enemies which sort of need you to do different kinds of like combat techniques on and stuff, and that's basically just as good as it was before, if not better. They've made various improvements just to make it that bit smoother, and new kind of moves and all sorts of stuff like that. I've got some gameplay here just showing you just a couple fights here, and it's still kind of as outrageous as it was before in that you can just like literally battle like 50 dudes and still win, but it's a lot of fun. For those of you that didn't play Arkham Asylum and are thinking, maybe get this game, it's one of those really satisfying things in gaming where you just like continually beat down people with like badass moves and shit. And yeah, you can get pretty good at it and do some pretty sexy shit. And I think they also have the kind of challenge maps that they had from Arkham Asylum. They had these kind of, just where you go in and do a single kind of battle sort of thing, and I think they've got that same thing again, which is basically just sort of the kind of thing that you're seeing here actually, but you just have to do it in a certain amount of time or without getting hit, or those kind of things, just little challenges. But of course this is in the story mode. It's cool actually because you can actually just find mobs of guys in the streets, and I'll show you some roaming things later, but yeah, these are quite sort of unscripted. Some of them obviously are designed to be there, but there are just sort of random encounters with bad guys, and you can just take them on or sort of sneak up on them and take them out one by one. And again, there's a variety of different things you can use to take people out, and it's I think it's they've done that really well again, like they had in the first game. So it's a definite positive. The second one is the challenges. These are the Riddler challenges, and they had them in the previous game. Some of them are a lot easier than others. Others require further, have to be further on in the game because you have sort of different gadgets that allow you to get to new places and stuff. But some of them just require a bit of thinking. Like this one, you just had to press 3 buttons in quick succession, and you can pick it up there. But some of the other ones are harder to find, and in the last game it was quite hard trying to remember where all these ones that you missed was. So they got this new thing where you can actually mark the ones that you can't get. So in that case, I didn't have the good enough equipment to get through the door and hack the lock. So I tagged the trophy location, and that will come up there. And then whenever you sort of want to go back and find all these ones that you had to miss, or you couldn't work out how to get them, you can then go onto your map and have a look back for them. So what is new about Arkham City is the fact that instead of being in basically, obviously that in Arkham Asylum there was several main buildings, there was some outside area and you could walk around freely throughout the game, but this is, as you can see from this, a giant city. Like it's quite a big area actually. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. I was a little bit skeptical about how they were going to keep the really well designed game as well as having it a much bigger area, and they've done it really well. You can really, it reminds me a little bit of the Spider-Man games in that you can really roam around anywhere you want and climb up buildings and can't float, but like sort of fly around and grapple onto stuff. And throughout all of this you'll find different baddies and little side quests to do. And sort of little bonuses and extra riddles and all sorts of things like that, and it works really well. It's still really detailed, and the graphics look great on all the buildings and that sort of thing, so they haven't messed up at all, and it's really good fun actually just roaming around, finding your next objective, or whatever it may be that you're doing. They've definitely done that really well actually. It was one of the things that I was a little worried about, but they've definitely done it well. The one thing that I find a little frustrating sometimes is you're sort of on your way to your objective, and on the way there you find like 3 more side missions, and it just sort of all clocks up a little bit, and it's a little bit overwhelming, and that kind of irritates me as someone who's a bit of a completionist. I like to just do everything kind of really structurally, but I'm sure I'll get there in the end. Now this is some stealth combat. This is actually one thing that's a little disappointing because it's is literally identical to Arkham Asylum. They've got the same kind of gargoyles which you can hide on top of. It's nonetheless fun than it was in Arkham Asylum, but they haven't really done much more to it. They haven't really created something that's a lot better and more unique than it was before. Which going back to the combat, because they've kept a similar system, there's nothing wrong with the system, and I'm glad that they've kept it the same in that sense. But I think there could have been a few more touches that they put, some completely unique takedowns and that sort of thing, just really recreate the kind of stealth experience. Obviously there's a few little things in there which they've changed, but on the whole this is basically the same as it was in Arkham Asylum, where you just sort of take them out one by one and that sort of thing. So that's what I'm going to say on that. A little bit disappointed with that aspect, but still it's good fun. Finally, I'm going to talk about the voice acting. So I mean, it's just a bit here. I'll let you listen a little bit here.
It's me. What's happening there?
Bruce, it's not good. Gotham General has at least 30 confirmed cases. There are nearly 50 at Mercy.
So I'm gonna just jump in here. So I just I've got a little clip there with some voices, and I'm not going to leave it for too long, but it's really well done. It sounds legitimate. The characters are well casted. The voice actors are really good, and it does just create that bit of atmosphere. It does really add to the game, and I think they've done that excellently. And finally, this is like the best thing about the game. I'm joking, but Catwoman. So you can play as Catwoman. There's a sort of storyline that's going alongside the Batman storyline. It's pretty cool. It kind of intertwines and the two characters meet and whatnot. And I think because the Catwoman's storyline is a bit short, you can go back and replay bits. So as far as I'm aware, at the end of it, you can just switch to her character and just sort of free roam around. And there's a few different Riddler challenges that are specifically for her. But I must say, as game characters go, she is damn sexy. A bit of added spice to the game, that's for sure. But yeah, it's exciting stuff. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys there with that shot down her top, which is most of the time fairly wide open, as you can see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review kind of thing. Be sure to leave me some comments, leave your thoughts if you're going to get it, or if you have got it, what you think of it. Other than that, again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.